They do, actually.
So, OrcWorker in the upper right on Melting Valley in purple, starting with the Blade Master shop in a quite unusual position, but he can finish this, then get some heal salves and clarities and start to harass maybe, or keep on creeping. We have LawLiet in the orange trunk starting in the bottom left, making his way over with the Demon Hunter. No engine of war creep at the moment for him, and that is certainly weird. Or, oh, okay, he finished it already. Sorry about that. So he's going to the market, to the shops. No sound, they say.
Yeah, I just turn it on.
Ah, okay. Yeah, these shops are basically like the ones on Turtle Rock. Let's see if the Blade Master can get it. Oh, I think he got it. The item goes to the Blade Master for certain.
Ooh.
And now with the boots, he forces the town portal. Great start for OrcWorker.
He just stole the item.
Yep.
The Ogre Magi dropped the boots, he gets them. And Neo, you know, boots of speed, great item.
I heard songs about that as well, man. They are quite good. Especially, like, you're right, in like 99% of the cases that boots are nice, but especially on a big map like Melting Valley, that is such a big advantage.
Yeah, of course, the thing about movement speed is always nice. The question is it worth the 250 gold? And that is always questionable, but finding the item is like almost always nice. Maybe if you're undead with Unholy Aura, maybe then it really doesn't do much, but in most cases, especially with these melee damage dealers, oh, feels so good, man. And now with a Pendant of Energy, Neo, the TC is gonna be so happy.
Indeed, he is. It's also good for the Blade Masters. He needs mana for Windwalk, and on level 1 the Windwalk duration isn't that great. So you can just use 2 more Windwalks and cover a lot more of the map than before without that pendant. And LawLiet is in such a horrible position at the moment. His Demon Hunter is constantly low, his Moon Juice is very, very empty, and his inventory is not that great. Claws and Ring, the town portal is obviously gone. Circlet is there as well, so kind of a trifecta, but not the one you really want. And where can he go from here now?
He already took a little tiny bit of a risk going for his natural creep there. He dropped really low, hoping that the Blade Master wouldn't show up, and he didn't. Speaking of Blade Master, he's trying to steal the Troll Warlord right now. The Ancient of War should have seen this. Did he? The Demon Hunter's right next to it, but he's not reacting. I guess he didn't see it. Ah, so close, but no cigar. And oh my god, the next mana item for him.
Yeah, big mana potion and the big the Mantle of Intelligence. I don't know if he wants to drop something for it. It's only 3, so the Demon Hunter picks it up. But this mana potion is so awesome, man. Especially if you drop the Pendant of Energy, then use the potion and pick up the Pendant again. Yeah. This TC is gonna be filled with mana.
The synergy is ridiculous. It's like really gonna be 450 mana for the TC. Yeah. It's absolutely crazy. Trying to cancel the shot, but with the Demon Hunter here, I see a little chance of that working. Actually threatening the Wisps around here. And the Blade Master is gonna run away, does not want to throw this lead away. He's already almost level 3, and if you can get an early level 3 to keep on stalking the Night Elf and solo creep with your TC, then this is a mid-game that you're very comfortable with.
Totally agree, especially since he crept the LoL and LawLiet side on the map, and the TC, of course, wants level 3 as well. But he has his mercenary camp for himself, he still has the rest of the shop, he has his expansion, and expansions, to be fair, and the laboratory on his side, so it should be very easy to creep for OrcWorker. These 3 in Spirit Lodge plus the TC, the normal thing, and the Beastmaster second for LawLiet, so also no special tactics here on neither side.
So, yeah, we haven't seen this map in quite a while. I don't even know. What can you effectively creep with the Quill Beasts? I'm not quite so aware. I wonder how many times LawLiet has played this map in the recent past, or maybe he remembers it from the old times. Something that we rarely get to see. The Quill Beasts are actually white, fairer skinned here, because we are on a snow map, snow terrain. We have the white summons. That's a pretty nice little touch that Blizzard implemented. And he's actually able to steal the opponent's Merc camp, finding... Oh, Greater Invul. That is really good for him.
Yeah, I agree. In the meantime, the Blade Master's creeping up to level 3. I can't really see the item because the Null Overseer is occupying it there. TC is coming and joins the party for a bit of experience. Slippers and Circlet. So definitely a nice start there as well. And now, is he making his way up to just creep the rest on the eastern side of the map, or what's his plan? Looks like it, right?
Really good peon scout, by the way. To see if this was going on. Now with this information, what can he do? Does he really want to go all the way up to the top left? That's going to take forever. Time that the TC cannot use creeping. But it looks like it. He could have also gone for the Knolls here, close to the laboratory. That would have been level 2 for his Tauren, but no. Seems like he wants to be aggressive here towards LawLiet. There should be a Raider. There he is. Already using the ensnares, and the Berserker is gonna be a welcome kill. Easy to get with the critical strikes coming in. And that's an expensive loss right there.
And it's interesting that he chooses critical strike level 2 over windwalk level 2 on this map. Usually I would say it's the right choice because the damage output is just so much better. But on this big map, I don't know, but we'll see. Quilbeast is dead as well, so TC at 61 experience points. He needs more though. A lot more, to be honest.
Yeah. He made his way all the way over on the other side of the map, and he did get the Berserker kill. But as you said, TC is still only level 1. He needs to change that ASAP. In the Night Elf base, tier 2 has completed, and does he already have Master? Oh no, he has not started researching it yet. Needs a little more lumber here, it seems, and there we go. Finally, Master training is being trained. He is level 3 Demon already, that's really good. But what can he do now? Can he creep something without Master? It's kind of difficult here on this map. In the perimeter outside his map, everything is already gone. So what can he really accomplish right now?
It's a level 2 TC for a start, and level 2.3 I guess it is. Where's the Blade Master? At the shop? Buying a heal potion and the invul from the LawLiet shop. I really like that. Stealing those items. There's a big invul potion still, and now counter creep Jack at least a little bit, but no, he knows that there's way too much disable with the Raiders. He has to run away there as well. Pretty passive game by LawLiet in general, right? I mean, after the start, it's kind of obvious he's relying on the strength of Night Elf at tier 3, but so far he didn't accomplish too much in the entire game. Level 3 and 2 heroes though, that's nice.
Yeah. If you don't get a good start as the Night Elf, like with the Demon Hunter getting good levels and good items, you will oftentimes find yourself on the back foot for a very long time until finally you have the Cyclone, you have the Tinker, you have the Orb and all that. And he's gonna have that here in a moment. He's still lacking quite a bit of gold actually, to be honest, for the Tinker. Needs to wait like a little longer to get that all online. And the TC is going to make use of this time. He's going to get his level 3 here, I think. Or at least it's going to be very close. And if he lands good shockwaves with how many he has to offer, it's going to be rough for LawLiet.
God, look at this item. We have a Potion of Greater Mana, we have a Pen of Energy, and now the next addition to this is a Mana Stone. He has 600 mana to work with without dropping the Pen of Energy, that is. He has mana regeneration, he has a potion, and he has increased mana capacity. That's just the dream.
Yeah. And we oftentimes talk about, yes, a Blade Master can be very strong. Yes, during the 7th second of invulnerability, he can make a big difference. But the TC is oftentimes the hero who carries the game for the Orc. And with his inventory, my goodness. If he uses the shockwaves well...
Though.
And now LawLiet is moving out into the open. This doesn't look like a good fighting position for him. The first shockwave coming out very early. Of course, he can be liberal with them, considering how many he has. Invul versus Invul keeps both first heroes alive. Blade Master on level 4. The Beast Master dropping low as well. Another shockwave coming in. He's really low right now. And remember, there's no TP anymore. Uh-oh. LawLiet is in trouble. He needs to evacuate here. Can he retreat against so many ensnares? That shouldn't be too easy to do. But he's actually going for the Talons?
Yeah, it's one talent only. That's really weird. Okay, 2 talents there. But
Was
that's
there
really
no...
surprising.
Couldn't he have gotten the Beastmaster there, I wonder?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that as well.
But he's still on the chase.
Next! Yeah, double end snares, man. These raiders are so fast. And of course the disable. He's blocking himself with a pocket factory. Not too much surface area, but the Blade Master is enough here. No disable anymore. His talents are gone. The Tinker falls. Level 4 Blade Master.
And he lost not a single unit. Like, how many talents is this? 4? 5? And the Tinker.
Yeah.
And he lost nothing. Maybe a heal scroll was used at some point, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was. He had one and the invul on the Blade Master, so he used that.
Yeah.
The question is, will LawLiet's expansion pay off after the time or not? He's filling it up with a 5th Wisp now, but he needs so much more time. This is a good position for LawLiet, though, if he forces OrcWorker to go into his main. There's a counter expansion coming up though, 50% done.
Yeah.
Really well played by OrcWorker, and he actually knows about this expansion. And he's gonna tear it down easily with it.
He has a decent number of talents, but if he TPs in there, that might just be his grave that he finds himself in. And look how quick it dies. Like, even if he TPs in, there's no way he can save it. So, yeah, he has to let it go. Oh, nicely timed Shockwave. Kills 3 of the Wisps there. Well done.
Not bad indeed. And now, all he can do is turtle. What else can he do? LawLiet, I mean.
He has 1 Fairy Dragon now for some additional splash damage against the Walkers, of which we have 4. Maybe a little bit light on the Walkers. That's something weird to say when he's on 4, but we have maybe another one would be nice. He has 1 Berserker as well. Second one purchased right now from the Merc camp.
LawLiet scouted the expansion, so he knows that there's a timer on him. He cannot fight against an expansion at all. Here's the next fight, and Invo Potion immediately. Nice position of the Fairy Dragons, though, protecting the Demon Hunter a little, but there's so much damage from this blade. Actually, the evasion is helping him quite a bit. Invo Potion, or Heal Potion being used. The talents are all over the place. The raid is only now able to get them, but there's no way for retreat for him.
But 2 of the Walkers are already dead. He's burning more of them. We have quite a few Fairy Dragons here as well. But yeah, the Demon Hunter is in trouble as well. He has to keep him alive, of course. But he is gonna die with a critical strike towards the end. Surprisingly low critical strike, but still good enough. It is GG and the 1-0 for OrcWorker.
Yeah, and after LawLiet made so much fun of OrcWorker during GCS, where he was once again eliminated without a single map win, OrcWorker got his revenge here now! And seemingly easy defeating him on Melting Valley. But after this start, and how can you come back from this? And with those items, I think the TC was pretty nice this year, so Santa gave him some presents already, a little early.
TC seems like a decent and good guy, I think. You remember the campaign? Like, he was always so well-mannered and well-spoken. He was a little sad, honestly, like a little depressed because his son went missing when he got kidnapped by the Centaurs. Do you remember, Neo?
No, not at all.
Little Karen Bloodhoof. How can you not, man? That campaign was the shit.
The campaign is the shit, but, you know, I forget a lot of things.
No. Anyways, the TC was a super nice guy. Thank you very much once again, Mikey PX, for the €5 donation. But you mentioned, Neo, the TC deserves early presents this year. So, what do you think about yourself? The way you've been behaving this year, do you deserve early presents? Or will you receive some coal in your socks?
I think I was a quite nice guy this year. Maybe a little lazier than last year. But I did some good stuff for friends, and I did some good stuff for the community, so I think I behaved well. What do you say?
What do you guys think, Chad?
You know me better than almost anyone out there.
Do you agree? Chad, what do you think?
I would love to know your opinion.
Well,
did I fuck up anything this year?
I think you were really nice, but I was more thinking about like random acts towards strangers and stuff like that.
Strangers?
You know, helping an old lady across the street.
I stand up in the metro when like there's old guys.
Yeah, or you know, talking to one of the prostitutes outside your house just to brighten their day.
I do that as well. Like
I know that's what I was complimenting you on that.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you as well, P-Wo Frag, for the 17-month resub. We appreciate it.
Neo, don't remember saying Remo can't dance. Well, that's a fact.
Why are you harping on that, you know? I know it is, but you don't have to keep mentioning it.
I did that like twice or 3 times this year.
And so it stings every time, Neo.
But it's like the only thing I can get you with. You can't sing and you can't really dance. You dance better than you sing. So that's good for you, I guess. Yeah. Because like, if it would be worse, I have no idea how that would look like. Like an octopus moving.
Dude, do you remember that game on Steam? What was it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Not at all.
There was this game on Steam where you play. We talked about this before, I'm pretty sure, on stream.
Really?
You play.
Did I mention that I forget things?
You play an octopus who is pretending to be a man and has a family. He has a wife and he has some kids. But the kids are from his wife, I think, from a previous marriage or whatever. And he's pretending to be a human being. And everyone believes him, but there's this one guy, this chef, who knows he's an octopus. So he is trying to, to reveal the secret. And you have to convince the people around you in your life that you are actually a human being. And the twist of this is you have to control this octopus, not normally by moving, WASD forward and stuff, but you have to control every tentacle by itself. So it is extremely difficult to do. So you actually end up moving like an octopus who's trying to behave like a human being.
I've never heard about that in my life, but it sounds like the greatest game that has ever been
Dude,
created.
it is so funny. It was all the way back when Tsui was still with us. Or part of our, circle of friends.
Okay, yeah.
And we watched that together on Twitch TV, and we pissed ourselves laughing. Dude. That was hilarious. What's that called again?
Octodad.
Octodad, yeah, that's the one.
Ted says it. Speaking of hilarious, the drops for LawLiet this time are absolutely hilarious. Claws attack +6, slivers of agility +3, immediate damage boost of 9. That is 33% or a little more damage boost on the Demon Hunter here. Now battle for, what is it, boots? No, just the circlet.
And the dust.
Blade Master got it. And the dust. Blade Master got both of this. But it's only a 1-bar attack, and of course Amazonia is a lot smaller than Melting Valley. This gives LawLiet more opportunities to harass and to attack into OrcWorker's base.
He can decide to cancel the burrow, but that will cost his town portal. Is that worth it? His answer is no. Or maybe. The Ancient of War is moving over. Archer is still trying to deal with the little apprentice wizards. If he can keep OrcWorker's attention towards his base, then he might be able to creep another camp with the Archer. The kobolds towards the middle would be very ambitious. Probably more likely gonna go for the Nightcrawler here.
People say there's no in-game sound.
That has been fixed.
Alright. Nice steal by OrcWorker here, getting a slippers of himself, so the damage on both heroes is actually quite nice. But there's no critical strike for the Blade Master yet, or did I just miss it? No, he had Windwalk, right?
Yeah. He got
Pretty sure about that. So, the evasion is only working for the Demon Hunter. Tier 2 tech by LawLiet halfway through for OrcWorker. It's slightly ahead, but still quite a fast tech for LawLiet, who is creeping the Berserker here. Quite easy to do, but still taking a lot of damage.
I like what LawLiet's doing, though. He's getting so much experience early here, and we all know how strong an early level 3 demon can be, and especially with these items. Holy crap. Is he gonna get circled as well? Oh my god.
Yep,
this
Telestaff.
This demon is so strong.
Plus 14. So there's a wisp in OrcWorker's base, but it's moving around, so he should know this. And I wonder where he's gonna put the buildings. I mean, between the 3 burrows, there's space, so he can only cancel 1, I guess.
But this demon is scary, man. I wonder, like, even with 2 grunts there defending. Oh, is he gonna try to surround the Beastmaster here in the middle? He was parking his grunts there for a little bit. They're still hanging around. The Demon Hunter is gonna be creep-jacked here by the blade. He's gonna get the last hit. And that was that level 3?
I'm not sure.
It was close.
I was checking the same. Yeah,
Definitely.
It's like 34 experience. I think that it's not enough.
Beastmaster almost got surrounded, but he will get away. But with the grunts and the Blade Master already putting in the damage, he's gonna be dissuaded from going on the aggressive, or is he? Oh, no, he's not. Staff of Teleportation, here we go onto the Wisp that you mentioned before, and this Bestiary is 100% dead. The Beastmaster's gonna get his own staff from the main base, and with that he should be able to save his demon. Alright, Bestiary gone. The rule of thumb is, if you lose both buildings, that is an absolute disaster. But he's blocking the way towards the next one, so good base layout once again by OrcWorker, as we're used to. So at least he keeps the lodge alive.
Yeah, that actually opens it up a little bit. TC is out as well for the block. Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter, but this is definitely a town portal. Can't get out of there. Actually there's a staff from the Beastmaster. Well done. And there's no End Snare, no Hex, no Stomp to disable him and kill him. So well executed by LawLiet. In the meantime, he's creeping with the Engine of War. I was wondering why there is a level 3 already for the Demon, because that seemed a little fast to me. But that's the explanation. Kobolds are gone, and so is the Taskmaster, giving him Sentry Wards, also great.
His time usage is so efficient this game. And now he's level 3, and now he's so strong. Usually, this is where the Orc has map control, but not when this Demon Hunter is so out of control. What's he gonna go for next? Does he want to cancel the bestiary again? Can he do that? I don't think so. The Grunt's in position.
Yeah, but the thing is that the staff is not ready. Otherwise, he could go for the Wisp again, who's still back in the base.
True.
But otherwise, there's no entry. But he can do it now, so why not?
But he's keeping OrcWorker from leveling anyways, from creeping.
Yeah.
And what else can he do? The Ancient of War is way too far away from the next creep camp, so he can't really creep. I guess with the Quillbeast, maybe he could go for the Merchant, but he wants to be annoying more so than anything else. And this TC may have a really tough time here getting to level 3. Blade Master himself, well, he's actually very close. So
it's still 40% missing, and there's no time for him, as he knows, okay, there's the staff, he stabs onto the Quillbeast actually, and gets the burrow, and this is so important because OrcWorker really wants to run away with supply right now to get the 50 before LawLiet gets Master.
Look at this damage. This is 3 Quillbeasts, plus the Beastmaster, plus a crazy demon, but the peon's actually blocking really well. So the the demon, excuse me, cannot attack that one burrow in front. And the Beastmaster was supposed to staff out his first hero, but has he walked away too far? I think he's coming in range again. Oh, there's just an entrance here. Oh, doesn't even need to use the staff.
Alright, maybe, the Ensign is not ready, so he can still mana burn, he can still run away. Well done. Not even using the cooldown of the Step of Preservation there.
How different the second game is looking like.
Yeah, man.
Game number 1, OrcWorker was in total control all the time, and here it seems like all the cards are in LawLiet's hand.
I agree. Tinker is out as well. TC gets his level 2 now for a change. Replenishment potion as well, and the level 3 for the Blade Masters also guaranteed. But the Raiders are late, the Ensnare is late. Spirit Lodge gets the upgrade for the Walkers right now, so that's handy. Master upgrade is done to 40% as well, 35 maybe. But yeah, we see tier 3 is there, and now production will start in a bit. And this burrow kills, or these burrow kills, were so important. We're at 40-40 at the moment. This is not usual for Orc Night Elf.
And he would love to get some Berserkers. He has now finally gotten the capacity again from the burrow, so Berserkers most likely will be the pickup. But I'm worrying for OrcWorker. He still has these grunts which fall off so heavily in the late game, and he has not gotten like any advantages in the mid game. Well, I guess the TC levels are looking pretty damn good, and ooh, the Scourge Bone Chimes. Okay.
I was just about to say this, man. Caster's Curse, he gets the advantage here with a free heal scroll every single fight, but we'll see if this will turn the tide at all, because the Demon Hunter gets the Renegade Wizard here on his side as well, so there's not much experience left. But OrcWorker was pretty lucky with the consumable so far. He gets the next Rock Golem, and this is another mana potion that would be tremendous, and he gets level 3 for the TC, so it's getting better. It's not smooth sailing at all. When the mana stealing is decent-ish, but I think you want to trade against the Heal Scroll or Injure Potion there. It's getting better for OrcWorker. It's still not great. On the other side, we have the Flute, which is super nice for Quillbeasts and good for Talons and really good for Berserkers. So both lucky with their drops at the corners of the map.
And now, LawLiet might be able to get the Rock Golem here as well. He may have to TP out of this, but I think that's worth it if he gets the camp. Is he gonna get it though? Rock Golem.
Slow.
No, doesn't have the time. Raiders with the aura too fast here to come up north and look for the fight. And now we have OrcWorker with the supply advantage. Not quite 10 supply, but at least 5. Level 2 here for the Tinker, level 2 for the Beastmaster, and 3.5 for the Demon with the crazy inventory, don't forget. Wisps coming in for the Detonate, so good. But they didn't hit too many of the Walkers. But wait a minute. We only have 2 Walkers, and they have like basically no mana.
Yeah, that was really good by LawLiet to get that. OrcWorker stealing some reinforcements here, but no additional Spirit Link, and only like 1 Dispel. That's ridiculous. Another Walker comes in though. LawLiet salvaged the situation pretty nice, I'd say. He has a heal scroll of his own. He didn't kill the Rock Golem, but that's about it, right?
And OrcWorker doesn't want to go attack into this position where the Pocket Factory is already set up. He wants to catch off reinforcements instead, and those are free, easy kills, and they're, yeah, super easily taken. Demon Hunter is back at home, and the TP home will come from the rest of the army as well. So the TP now gone, plus that Talon for free. And now the real fight breaks out with the first shockwave coming in, dealing good damage. And LawLiet's fighting out in the open. Is this really where he should be taking this fight? The Pocket Factory is gone. Demon Hunter in front is dealing quite a bit of damage. The TC has no more mana, so no shockwave to be worrying about for a long time now. But the Talons are also dropping one by one, 2 dying right there. One of the walkers gets saved nicely with the Scroll of Healing. Next mana burn coming in. Demon Hunter eating a little bit of focus fire, but he is pretty tanky with all this armor that he has and also the heal potion that is still active. Lots of Cyclone now coming out. Remember, there was very little Dispel to work with, and now there's no more mana for any disenchant. And this is usually where things can start to fall apart. The next heal scroll comes in for OrcWorker, but it doesn't look like he's winning this fight. LawLiet is still pretty close to his Moon Wells. He doesn't have that much Moon Juice left. The Raiders are still pretty healthy, but with the Blade Master constantly up in the air, OrcWorker will have to retreat from this fight.
Yeah, but how much mana is there on the Talons? Not too much. I don't know if it's the right choice to run away with the speed scroll now. I mean, he does have some time to heal up. He needs an Invo Potion on the Blade Master and maybe even a heal scroll, but he doesn't have the resources for it. He had the 10 supply advantage at this point, plus the Moon Juice was almost entirely empty. I don't know, man. There's so much mana gone on the Talons now. It's actually like 2 Cyclones remaining. That's nothing.
And now LawLiet, he's taking this fight with this creep cam, excuse me, with not having a TP. If he gets creep jacked here, this could be super risky and dangerous, but not gonna happen. OrcWorker is licking his wounds in the main base, still healing up, still sitting at below, in no upkeep. Item dropped over here is the Scroll of the Beast, which will most likely get sold. But he's very close to big upgrades here in his hero levels. Look at this. Demon Hunter basically level 4, Beastmaster basically level 3, and the Tinker almost level 3 himself. But this is the issue with AZ. The only camps left are the red camps, and when you're Night Elf, can't really take those.
Yep, have fun. Magic damage against golems, that works nicely. For orcs, of course, this is fairly easy. Ensnare the Grand Golem on the way back so he doesn't attack you. You have a lot of physical damage and the Blade Master plus the TC, so this is done in like a few seconds. And LawLiet can't really do anything against it. It has a heal scroll now, Invo Potion, lots of heal potion in general. And the Grand Golem, what do we get? Hood of Cunning. Meh. Not the item that he was looking for. Gets another Berserker here, but on what cost? Because all the walkers are exposed now. Uh-oh.
Is he gonna show them? Yeah, he could have maybe hidden them back there, but no, he walks into the little corner trying to consolidate his forces now, and he's coming in with the rest of his army. Blade Master using the Invul to just go for the Pocket Factory. Okay, interesting choice, level 4 for the TC, but he gets burned. He only got out a single shockwave. The Talons are dancing in the backline, trying to evade the grasp of the Raiders. So far, not too many have died, but they're really low. He would love a heal throw right now. Double hit level up for LawLiet as well. These are big, big upgrades. Disenchant coming in to help out the Raiders. Here comes the heal throw from LawLiet. He held onto it for such a long time, but it was worth so much in that situation. More and more disenchants coming against the Cyclones. How much mana does he have left on the walkers? Uh-oh, only a single disenchant. This is where it gets really dangerous. The Talons, however, also dropping pretty damn low in the mana department. Demon Hunter, low HP as well, has another potion to use should he need it. TC in the front lines getting really low. Uh-oh, he needs to be careful. Has run away here with the Spirit Link as well. He will make it to safety. But what about the rest of the army? Everything is spinning up in the air. And it seems like it's cleanup time now for LawLiet.
I agree, everything is crimson red for OrcWorker. Still 50 supply, but look at this, it's ridiculous how much HP is there in the meantime. There's gonna be a lot of kills for LawLiet. The Raiders coming back and immediately intercepted by Talons. 50 versus 45, and this is not designed that way. You want the advantage on the Orc side. Next shockwave, but only against the Beastmaster, trying to force a TP, but there is no TP. He actually wants to go for, I don't know what he's going for, because there's potions, there's invulns, there's healing, and there's GG, and there's the 1-1. Just way too much stuff on LawLiet's side, who played this really good. I loved the detonates. He did them so well, like in 2 situations where it could have been a little dangerous for him, but no mana, no dispel, no cry for the Night Elves.
Yeah, and this is, of course, we see quite a bit of Night Elf versus Orc, and it oftentimes looks, you know, a lot the same. It's not necessarily for us casters the most enjoyable and exciting matchup to cast among all that we have to offer. But it's very intricate and it's very, like, what's the word? You have to be very precise with your decisions because mana matters so much on both sides with Cyclone and Disenchant and Spirit Link, both invul timings, heal scroll timings, positioning and all that. So there's a lot that goes into it. In the end, funnily enough, it still always looks the same, but it is actually very deep.
I'm still not sure if OrcWorker should leave the fight in front of LawLiet's base there. What do you think about it? Like, I mean, of course, there's the rubber band effect, but there's against that we had the Vamp Aura.
Yeah, maybe he could have. Maybe you're right. Maybe he could have stayed in longer,
Yeah.
since there is pretty little catch on the Night Elf side. But it's so risky. Like if you overstay your welcome and then you want to leave, and then suddenly you get Cyclone surrounded on your hero and you lose him. That is always really painful. And he doesn't have like the luxury or time that we have to click through all the talents.
That's
So
right.
I don't blame him too much for that. But I agree with you. The Cyclone count was really low, and with Ensnare after Ensnare coming in, he may have been able to find quite a few more talent kills there, and perhaps even a hero kill. But yeah. Water under the bridge!
First dual cast since GCS, I guess? And still, strong connection here, man. Sick. Engine Isles it is.
The Mind Blend. Yeah, we've seen two very one-sided games. I wonder how this third one is gonna go. Pretty balanced map. Among the maps we have, I think, one of the more thankful ones for Night Elf. We have some very rough ones for them. Echo Isles being the #1 example. Also, Twisted Meadows can be very hard. And even Turtle Rock. But AI, I think LawLiet is gonna be more so satisfied with this last map. And yeah, this is best of 3, by the way. I don't know if we mentioned this yet. This is all gonna be best of 3 until the playoffs. So the winner here moves on to the next round in the upper bracket.
Are the playoffs best of 5?
I'm not 100% sure about that.
Me neither. So I don't know. But we'll see on Thursday, the latest. Blade Master, Demon Hunter, no surprise. Also Engine of War Creep at the Ogres. So not taking some risk going for an expansion or for the orange spot in the middle. No, just tried and true. And AI, I mean, there's the Book of the Dead, which can change games. Also Mana Stone again for the TC. But apart from that, definitely not a Blade Master map and not a real good map for the TC either.
Yeah, that's true. This is no Turtle Rock where we can see those heroes spiraling completely out of control. Unless, of course, they get really lucky, which might happen. LawLiet now with a 1 Moonwell tech and doing the little trick there with the Ancient of Wonders to get to 21 out of 20 supply, which we sometimes see. Blade Master on his side finding
really
Clouds of
fast.
Attack
Like,
against the ring.
OrcWorker dual burrow tech, like 1.5 burrow tech. So this means the Night Elf tech is actually faster than the Orc.
Yeah.
And when do we ever see that?
And I wonder how well... If this was Foggy playing right now, I would say, oh boy, you're in trouble. Because Foggy already is so good with this tier 2 cancellation style. And I wonder now, if LawLiet runs into the base, I think he should realize, that's a very fast burrow. That must mean that your tech is later. So I wonder if he's gonna adjust now, because usually he is... Well, of course, on AZ, he was going for the cancellation plays. But not necessarily somebody who always goes for it. Yeah, with this early burrow, late tech, this could be dangerous for OrcWorker.
Yeah, the Demon Hunter already trying to go through there, but the Grunt should take care about this. Can he break this burrow? I mean, he needs more repair, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
funny.
think so. So this is costing quite a few resources. Oh, don't let it die! Dude! What?
What the hell? This was really bad.
I think he got distracted by the one archer that's harassing him, but come.
Blade Master is about to fall there. Not even having dust, so he can't get the kill out now with the ward. But everything is low. The burrow is gone. Supplies that he is. Tech is 60% done. He's only reached... Okay, now halfway through with a burrow. But damn... He's in trouble now.
That was a really big mistake. That is... that is not really a mistake you're supposed to make on this level. The two heroes here right next to each other, but invisible on the Blade Master, of course. And now... this should be a trade that the Blade Master can win.
No, actually saving that grunt was quite okay, but... okay, he still can get his TC out. He needs one food more for this. Everything is so delayed. And did he lose too much lumber? No, he has a good lumber count, so he can go for Beastry and Lodge. But man, LawLiet is already on tier 2. Here's the Beastmaster, and good luck getting your tier 2 buildings up now.
LawLiet invested a lot into items though, with the circlet and the boots and the dust, so he can't really rush tier 3 right away, as you can see in his main base, still stuck on tier 2, going for one Ancient of Wind before. Alright, going into the main base once again, we said this before, the tech's gonna be late, so the tier 2 buildings are even more vulnerable than they usually are, and so are the grunts here by the look of it. Oh, this one, especially with the boots, should be an easy kill as he executes Greenskin number 1. Didn't he have 3? Yeah, there's one low HP next to the gold mine up here. He can't put that into the fight, and he loses the next one as well. And now the Blade Master can't even defend by himself anymore. The Bestiary seems to be safe, but if he sees the Lodge, that one's definitely gonna get cancelled.
Yeah, the Lodge is definitely gonna get cancelled, but I think he can even go for the Bestiary. He's taking care of the Blade Master now, forcing another potion. So he has no resources anymore. He's chasing the Blade Master. I don't know if that's the best idea. The Bestiary and the Lodge are still up for grabs. If he doesn't get the Lodge, I think it's a mistake to not go for that.
Yeah, I think so too. He has the boots. Maybe he is thinking this could be a possibility, but with the Scroll of Speed, that really should not happen. But he is going back towards the Lodge, and this should be enough damage, I think.
I mean, he has additional attack speed now. The Demon Hunter has to dance a little bit, but the Quillbeast alone should have enough damage to cancel this. Boom, so later,
oh my
later
God.
this spell, that's the Achilles heel of all orcs.
He lost 2 grunts, a burrow, and the Lodge in production. And he got an archer in return. This is nasty. Is the demon actually going to staff in here to cancel the next Lodge? That would be pretty risky. He's not going to do that. He's going to continue creeping with the Ancient of War towards the Merchant. And that's usually a cannon that the Orc loves to take here with the grunt normal damage. You can easily kill the Berserkers. But yeah, he only has 1 grunt anymore. It's going to be so hard now for OrcWorker to creep.
And you don't want to drop down to the lower bracket, as either Foggy or Cash are waiting there. Both very strong opponents. And in Orc Mirror, you know, with a few drops, everything can happen. Even though OrcWorker will be considered the stronger player of the two. LawLiet now with mass talent production going into a more normal game. This was a lot of harass, a lot of opportunities that he had and seized. And only now the Lodge about to be completed. How do you want to come back from this?
I don't know, man. He needs a Mana Stone. He needs level 3.
He needs a Vamp Aura, maybe?
He needs a Vamp Aura. He needs a few things.
Yep.
And look at LawLiet's confidence. He's like creeping with 1 talent, no Ancient of War, no Master Training, no level 3, don't need that stuff, no problem.
Well, Fury Fire and a Demon Hunter and
heal
Quillbeast
wards.
is very nice. Yeah, heal wards very good for creeping.
Can also be so tough to heal up the talents effectively since they have mana, take so much moon juice. Oh, but OrcWorker, he's looking for his opportunity. By the way, he did get the Mana Stone, and he's gonna find the Night Elf before the Master Training is done. The Beastmaster is hurt. Maybe he's dying here. No, he's gonna get away.
But 1 talent dies, and then Quillbeast remains alive. But yeah, that Beastmaster was quite lucky. And now the heal wards, of course. Amazing.
But I think that was well done by OrcWorker. Not getting, you know, intimidated too much. He realizes, okay, this early game was really shit for me, but as long as you don't have Master, you are still manageable. But how long is Master Training? Halfway done. He doesn't have to wait too much longer. And OrcWorker now is going to use this map control that he still has to take out the next red camp. We said he needs a Mana Stone and he needs a Vamp Aura. Is he gonna get both? That would certainly be Fortuna on his side.
From of Agility +2, that's already +2 damage on his blade, which is nice. But he has to hurry up a little as LawLiet is going back. Rune Bracers course, an item for the shop, as you don't have spell damage here. Invo potion on the Demon Hunter. No money anymore for anything else except he sells something, but he doesn't do that. No TP on LawLiet.
These Night Elves, man. Sometimes they're really gutsy. Not going for the TP, but he's gonna get the level 3 here with the Overseer. He has a Hawk to see the Blade Master coming, should he show his face. No Blade Master here, only a Ward, which will be taken out. And OrcWorker is creeping up himself, but he is not level 3 TC yet, and this is usually where you want to be.
And the TC is still far away from level 3. Like, he needs one big spot to complete this. And I don't see him there at the moment. Like, the pressure is coming, Master is ready, number of talents is rising, 50 food versus 50. OrcWorker not even close to a position where he can break upkeep. So, I don't know. He has to wait until LawLiet is going for his base again. But he's not doing that. Playing it very careful and casual and like slow, creeping more. Aiming for level 3 Beastmaster maybe.
Did you see where the Ancient of War... all the way back in the base, okay. I was wondering. Parry up of Vitality for the Beastmaster, not bad. These heroes always find themselves in danger. At the Drake down there, finally the TC gets level 3. The Flute can be pretty nice for the Walkers and the Berserkers. Yeah.
That's 6 damage, and here we go for the first fight. Shockwave was really good, but only... Oh no, it was level 2? Wasn't level 2? Okay. Speed Scroll for a re-engagement. The talents will suffer, but the heal ward there is cancelled as well. Lots of Cyclones being used there. Blade Master with an Invo Potion already used down to 50%. Gets a little bit of healing there, but the damage output is not there. Like, he has 2 claws, but still, it looks so bad.
And once again, we had magnificent Wisp detonates. We only have 1 Walker left. I think earlier was 2. Oh, nice Shockwave right there. That was really good, thanks to the Mana Stone. Needs to get burned after. Is LawLiet gonna be fast enough?
No TP! He can kill them all here now. There's no chance of getting away. Shockwave kills the Tinker. That was the first one, but the Raiders are suffering there. No heal ward anymore, or heal scroll anymore. Blade Master has to carry this now, and Snare. So many Raiders are dying there. The talents are gone as well. Blade Master is blocking himself. There's Spirit Link again, and this time the Beast Master falls. Level up, man. What a fight by OrcWorker. But will the Night Elf remain win this now? He's once again running away.
It was so close.
The scroll. And an Invul, I guess? The scroll is so important now.
He has heal salves as well. That's also a big deal. Healing up the Blade Master once again. Does he want to re-engage this? He has no mana for Disenchant. Well, I guess he's gonna have one in a moment. He doesn't have Spirit Link in this army. But what does LawLiet have left? Not too much, but of course we all know talents, they come back quickly. And Tinker's gonna be first on his way back from the altar, and then it's gonna be Beastmaster. So... looks like OrcWorker has a lot of time here.
Wow, he actually turns this around after an harass like this. Like, we mentioned this before. 2 Grunts gone, Lodge gone, Burrow gone. It was a disaster early game for him, but this fight might change everything.
And the Wisp detonates were really good, but I think the issue for LawLiet is, yes, his Demon is strong, but his other 2 heroes, I don't know about them. Tinker only level 1. I think Beastmaster is level 2. Oh, level 3 already. Okay. Yeah. Well, then it's not so bad, actually. With level 3, that is quite a big upgrade for him. And also level 4 now for the Demon just got a lot more tanky.
Yeah, level 2 evasion, man, it's ridiculous. But so are 2 claws on the Blade Master, plus an Invul and a heal scroll. No mana potion on the TC. Maybe he can invest into that, or does he want to break upkeep? That's the interesting part here. What's OrcWorker's strategy going to be? LawLiet invest into a heal scroll? No Invul potion as far as I can see. But the Orc hero level is getting kind of scary.
Solo creeping the Tauren now. Still gonna be far away from level 5. If you can get the scraps of the red camps, he is gonna get closer. A little bit of intelligence from the tome as well. And this Ogre is gonna block 4 supply for LawLiet, so that's a few talents missing, 2 to be precise. So he only has 8 at the moment. Still decent number, but you know, he's 9, okay. But of course, the longer no fight is going on, the more mana they can bank up, the better for him. But same is the case for the Walkers, of which now we have 3. But OrcWorker, he doesn't have that big overwhelming army yet.
No, 56 supply. He was breaking upkeep without having a bank, really. So LawLiet gets a lot more gold now thanks to taxes. And it's OrcWorker only at 56. Plus, not that many items. I mean, he has double heal scroll plus the invul, still lacking a mana potion there.
He's gonna try to now get close to level 5, but with the level 4 creeping punishment, XP punishment, it's gonna be very hard to get there.
Another tome +2 for the Blade Master. That's +4 from tomes alone. Beastmaster's back. As he said on level 3. Everybody has a heal potion, but that's about it. And now OrcWorker has a 13 supply lead.
Is LawLiet gonna skip the TP again? He almost lost the game down there at the Merc camp when he didn't have a TP.
Almost has the gold for it. Has an invul potion now.
He's gonna go for the heal scroll. No TP. Yeah. Balls, Neo, balls.
Yeah,
right.
He feels confident, as it seems. This position can be decent for him.
Fairy Dragons are in the vanguard.
We have 3 Berserkers, though. And so many Raiders. It's like only 4 Walkers. If he can burn them, he brings in 3 Wisps again. If he can burn all the Walkers, there's no Dispel, and then he can't win the game.
And the Mauler, of course, he's pretty nice against the Raiders. But other than that, he doesn't contribute too much, so... I would like to see LawLiet going into upkeep himself soon. He lost something somewhere. Right, he's making...
He lost the Wisp.
Again. Okay.
That's about it. Next talent is coming, and then... we will stop production, I guess, and just go for items. 67 supply for OrcWorker, but... where can he fight where he can actually use those 67 supply?
Yeah. LawLiet is camping right now in the base, and then the 20 supply probably isn't going to be good enough. And expanding now is also super weird, like it takes so long to get the resources going, and then you give your opponent a timing. So yeah, it's a weird place. He has the big army, he can't creep with it either. Well, I guess he can take the little green camp, but that is literally the only thing left here in terms of neutrals. And he's gonna give it to the TC solo, and now he is actually pretty close to level 5. But as I said before, still no mana potions, no pendants. So probably not gonna be too many shockwaves that we're gonna see.
But he's gonna get the next heal scroll, or the next invul, or he's just walking away. Okay, the light is breaking upkeep, 58 supply for him. But yeah, there's nothing left to be done on the map. I think OrcWorker will expand. Yeah, there's a peon going to the right-hand side of the map. And that's the only thing he can do, basically. Try to go for an expansion, force LawLiet out of his main. He can't fight in that main. There's no way to fight against 5 Moonwells, plus the production in the base, plus the shop.
Yeah.
If he's doing that, he's throwing the game away.
Alright, and here's the expo. Orc expansions, we all know, take forever. So now LawLiet has like 2 minutes to get ready. Once he scouts it, he hasn't seen it yet. The Hawk is sitting in his base to see the Bad Riders, which he has nicely fairy fired up.
Yeah. But also I like the Bad Rider edition to get more vision.
Yeah.
Because more Raiders or more Walkers would just be cramped up in a fight. And so this actually helps. He will see whenever LawLiet is leaving his base. Now he scouts with the Quill Beast, I guess.
We have 3 healing potions, 1 invul on the Night Elf side, 1 scroll of healing, 2 scrolls of healing actually already.
Yeah, 2 for OrcWorker as well. I don't know what he's waiting for here. There's 2 heal scrolls available, the invul is available, he has 400 gold. I'm not sure. Maybe he should expand on both sides to make sure one goes through. Done it before they did, but whatever.
Would of course also be a lot of money invested into nothing that helps him in the fight. And
well,
LawLiet is moving out already before the Great Hall is even close to done. And this is so many talents. Oh my god, dude, this is so many talents and so many fairies as well.
Yeah. 5 fairy dragons. These poor walkers.
Dude, so many casters here.
And he's gonna have like this choke from the trees.
Yeah.
So the raiders they will block each other there.
This is a Night Elf on 69 supply. This is so scary.
Yeah. But there's gonna be so many talents, and he will hit, of course, a lot with the shockwave, but it doesn't really matter. If he kills a few, then it's like a Hydra. 2 more coming. The other first detonates, but not against too many walkers. Okay, here we go. Take it away, Remo.
Really nice use there of the shapeshift to not get detonated by the, what's it called, the Bad Rider. But now they are mana flare from the TC. Already used one shockwave and that was good. But he got burned after and he might get burned again. Next shockwave coming in. Oh my god, these shockwaves were absolutely amazing. But now the mana's gone. Heal scores are still there. He uses one right here. The Fairy Dragons aren't even mana flare from. They're just clicking away at the back line. Is that the perfect use? I'm not quite so sure. Now the Raiders, they find their way towards the Talons, and they're killing quite a few of them. Level 5 for the TC. This is the big level up, but without mana, what does it really do for you? It doesn't look like too much, as both players are dropping lower in supply, and LawLiet has the deficit, but not by much. And what does it all mean when the Blade Master's up in the air constantly? He's down on the ground right now. Inwell has to be used on LawLiet's side to keep the Demon Hunter alive, and that works well for him. Bad Riders coming in, but still so many Pharaohs up in the air. Demon Hunter, low HP still. Heal Scroll is still available. May have to use it here and does so. May still be falling. He is dropping low, but he gets staffed out and saved that way. Blade Master can put in his damage right now. There's no Cyclones anymore. Have all the Talons fallen? We thought it was too many to get rid of the Cyclone, but it seems like OrcWorker is finding a way, is finding the Beastmaster right here and finds the kill indeed. Level 5 for the Blade Master. Tinker now suddenly all by himself, has to use the healing potion soon. He hits level 3, can retreat to the backline, but the Blade Master, man, he has smelled blood in the water and is going for the next kill, and the big critical strike for 268 executes the third hero. Where's the Demon Hunter?
Yeah,
he's only coming back now.
It was so late, but the entire Orc army is about to fall here. How much damage can the Blade Master do? Well, he's almost insta-gibbing the Talons with a critical strike. There's only one Raider left, though. He's taking care of the Fairy Dragons now with Force of Flying. Can't really attack them with the heroes. Everything is low. He needs another heal scroll and uses it now. Going for the Demon Hunter. No TP. He's kind of surrounded there. No staff as well, but oh my god. Spirit Link reapply. Critical strike for 244. Heal potion being used. He needs a few crits, I guess. There we go. 292. So many misses, but he doesn't care at all.
Cyclone.
Or evasion. What's better? Oh my god, he gets
what the hell?
250, but the Blade Master dies as well. Both first heroes down.
He didn't Cyclone him. He had the mana, but he didn't Cyclone him. I guess he was praying to the RNG gods or something, but the TC hits level 6 with this. He is now invincible. By the way, mains have expired. The tree is walking, but there's no heroes for LawLiet.
No, all 3 dead. And the Demon Hunter was level 5. That is so expensive. The gold mine is gone. The Tree of Eternity is not in a position to mine at the moment. The Fairy Dragons are really nice. He's pushing in again. He's playing StarCraft now. Cycloning the TC on level 6. He cannot kill them because then he comes back with mana from Resurrection.
Can he make a hero? No, he can't. He doesn't have the money. He just can't. It's impossible.
61 gold. Is he moving the Tree of Eternity? Yeah, but no Nature's Blessing. This will take forever. OrcWorker is mining.
It's also just barely enough XP. Look at the TC. He just got 2003.
Yeah,
if it was just one kill less, he could have killed him. But then perhaps he could have killed all the peons.
But the Fairy Dragons, man, they're wiping out the peon line. And what can he do against it? He has a Raider. Well, he can go for a few Bad Riders, but there's Shapeshift and stuff.
Well, I mean, it's still gonna take a while, though. And he has a lot of peons up here. And the blade is coming
seriously,
back.
Those peons are all dying now. Like, every single one. OrcWorker's expansion is useless with this.
Yeah, but once the blade is back, I think it's gonna be yum cleanup.
But he can't attack air. But LawLiet calls for the GG, doesn't matter. OrcWorker in the winner bracket final, man. What a comeback in game 3. That was not to be expected at